Raider Nation, what is the deal, man? Once again, it's your guy Panama Fargo, and I'm back to y'all live with another episode of the Raider Rundown. And today, man, we're gonna be going ahead and discussing all of the rumors that's swirling around before free agency hits, before the combine starts this weekend, and we're gonna go ahead and break down everything in detail. So, without further ado, let's go ahead, let's get the intro started, and let's get the show cracking.
Too raw.
What is the deal? Raider Nation, you back for another episode of the Raider Rundown. Make sure you guys are hitting the like, hitting the subscribe button, and please go ahead and tap on that little notification bell so you get updated whenever I drop episodes or get updates like this right here. But like I was saying, man, we got to go ahead, go over, right, some of the rumors and everything that's swirling around before free agency. Also, some of the updates in news. So to give you some of the updates, number one, the Raiders have hired, I believe, JoJo Wooden. JoJo Wooden as their senior director of player personnel of the Las Vegas Raiders. JoJo Wooden was recently with the Chargers, right? Recently worked with Tom Telesco. So this is a guy right here that is familiar with Telesco and how he thinks, how he operates, especially during the NFL draft. This is a guy who has scouted talent with Telesco before, so this is a familiarity, and we'll be able to go ahead and hit the ground running with this guy. Wooden most recently served as the Los Angeles Chargers interim general manager for the final 3 games of the 2023 season. Okay, so he was the interim after Telesco got fired. He previously served as the team's director of player personnel from 2013 to 2023, overseeing the pro and college scouting departments. Okay. Prior to joining the Chargers, Wooden spent 16 seasons with the Jets from 1997 to 2012, including the final 6 years as the club's assistant director of player personnel. So, been with the Chargers for a number of years. He'd been with the Chargers, for a majority of Telesco's tenure. So, like we already said, the familiarity is already there. So that's going to be something good. So once again, the Raiders have hired JoJo Wooden as their director of player personnel. Okay, they have a track record of scouting good players. Let's see how they can bring that over here to the Raiders. So not a bad hiring at all. Not always bad when you can try to add to that front office, right? Okay. Next piece of information, team-wise, that we got to go ahead and talk about. Josh Jacobs will not be franchise tagged, okay? But if you've been watching me and you've been watching the shows that we do throughout the week, you know that we said it's the smartest play not to franchise tag Josh Jacobs. So this isn't anything that's super, super crazy. This isn't anything that's, gonna throw us for a loop, right? Because why? We already highlighted the money factor, right? To franchise tag Josh Jacobs is a lot more money and would be more expensive than to sit there and try to get a long-term deal done. So that's probably what was going on behind the scenes. They're trying to get something long-term done, something more secure done, not only for him, but for the team, right? Because the money got to make sense for us as well, because he knows we have to go out and sign free agents. AP and all them know we got to go out and sign free agents as well. So him not getting franchise tag actually saves us a lot of money. So if this is something you are tripping about, wouldn't trip too hard. It's better to go ahead and try to extend him long term and get something done long term rather than keep going with the one year rental thing. So once again, Josh Jacobs is not getting franchise tag, but they will be working on a long term deal. Also, right? Now, in more team news, Justin Fields linked to the Raiders again. All right, it's us, the Falcons, that continuously come up in talks. But from there, right, I still don't see the Justin Fields pairing. I don't understand it. I mean, unless they just think him, Getsy is so good together and Getsy's pounding the table and all that. So maybe. But I don't see it, right? Why would you go from one situation to the next? I think the smartest play, if you're going to go get a quarterback and really be aggressive for one, is going to be Jaden Daniels, which we'll talk about. But at the end of the day, hey, Justin Fields is linked to the Raiders, so we got to talk about it. I don't understand it, but this is something that's coming up. Now, if they were to pull the trigger, it would definitely help you build the team a little bit more rather than trading up to go get a quarterback for sure. But I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to pair him with an offensive coordinator that they didn't have any recent success prior to this. So why would you go ahead and give him that opportunity, after, right? So like it doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, we'll see what the Raiders do. Now, this is where the juicy part of the episode comes. Now, when we sit here and talk about combine rumors and everything that's going to go on here, because as we get closer to the draft, you guys know, smoke screens and all that start getting put in place. All right, teams start putting out fake signals, whatever the case. But sometimes you get the truth. Sometimes the truth is in beneath all the brush, right? So, number one, I want to highlight something. Today, Vinny Bonsignore was asked, and I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, Vinny Bonsignore, he don't know what he's talking about. Whatever. Okay, but he's the insider. It is what it is, bro. He's in the building, right? He was asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high do you think it is that the Raiders trade for a quarterback? 1 being trade up for a quarterback in the draft. 1 being least likely, right? The less likely. 10 being, the most likely. He put it at a 7. And from everything I've heard from everybody else, I watch Hondo Carpenter and all that. It's a talk. It's there, bro. Like, it's there. The cost is already known, right? And at the end of the day, I think the Raiders pretty much know what they're going to need to do and what they're going to need to put together to go ahead and go up to number 1 or go up in top 3, top 5. Regardless of it, I think they know the package they need to put together. Now, what makes this more intriguing is that Jaden Daniels will not be participating in the combine, which I was trying to tell a lot of my guys, right? Like, Jaden Daniels is not going to do anything in the combine that's going to wow you physically because he's not a physical specimen. You know what I mean? Like, he can only hurt himself. If he don't run a good 40 time, it's pretty much a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, because he's not going to go out there and wow you like Anthony Richardson and all that, broad jump, hella far, and do all, like, he's not going to do that, right? He's not that type of quarterback. Now, he has athletic skill, but there's different athletic skill, right? So I think him not throwing at the combine is big too. Just for the simple fact of like it keeps the stock where it is. You know what I mean? Because if he was on the flip side of it, if he was to go out there and kill it, then now he definitely puts us out of range. So we'll be able to see the likes of Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, all these guys. But him not throwing is a big deal. I think the Raiders in this combine session here are going to really see what it looks like to put a package together to go up. I think they have an idea of what it looks like, but I think they're really going to get concrete evidence going into it. Like, okay, let's talk to the teams at the combine. Let's talk to everybody. Let's see how much it will cost for us to go up and get our guy. So I think that is real prevalent right now in the Raiders building. What's going to happen? We going to see what's today. Tuesday, I'm going to be releasing this. Don't know what time, right? But whatever time you're watching this, okay, Tom Telesco, I believe, will be speaking to the media today, Tuesday. He will be speaking to the media. Let's see what he talks about. More than likely, I'm going to be having a video breaking that down, right? So go ahead, stay tuned for that, man. If there's anything else the Raiders do end up doing, we're going to come on here. We're going to break it down in detail, right? So I appreciate everybody that come to get your Raider news from your boy. You can get it from anywhere else, but you come to get it from your boy. Here, we're going to break it down. I'm going to give you every possible detail I can so we well-informed and we can make a well-informed decision and conclusion, right, as we wind down here in the season. So combine coming up this week. Draft is coming up real soon, right? Free agency before that. So gonna have a lot of content for y'all. Make sure y'all keep y'all notification bell on because when I do go ahead and drop the new content, Y'all are not going to miss it. Once again, hit all them buttons, and y'all know I keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown.
I need a bad bitch with an accent, serving in peace, still taxing. Just got tapped for the young Cash App, moonwalking like a young Mike Jackson. Yeah, shots to the head, ride clean and still fuck feds. Realest nigga and it's on my kids, so who the fuck gon' wanna test me, bitch?